Hi, my name is Matt Matwijcik. I'm a forester with the Coalition for the Upper South Platte. This segment is called On the Trail of the Rocky Mountain Pine Beetle. We're looking at an area here in Woodland Park, Colorado, where it's been devastated by mountain pine beetle. There's been about 150 to 200 ponderosa pine trees that have had to be cut out of this forest because the mountain pine beetle has come in and killed them off. We're going to be looking for trees that are hit by mountain pine beetle. First thing we look for is the pitch tube, which is normally a white to a cinnamon color. It's where the sap from the tree has come out in kind of a circular ring, and when the beetle drills in, it also pushes out frass or boring dust that accumulates at the edge of the hole. It also will pile up on the ground by the stump, and that is also a cinnamon to a red color. Well, an interesting thing we learned today is if you come out after a big rainstorm and look at the trees, you can really see the pitch tubes extremely well because the bark is so wet and the pitch tubes stand out. Okay, we're walking through a mountain pine beetle management zone. The slash pile you see on the ground right here is from dead standing trees that we already cut down this winter. We're moving towards a blue painted tree that has beetle in it right now, and if we don't cut this down before mid-July this summer, the beetles are going to fly out of this tree and they're going to move into other healthy trees in this forest. Okay, this ponderosa pine tree is anywhere from probably 100 to 150 years old, if not older, and it has been infected with mountain pine beetle. If you look closely, you can see these pitch tubes where the beetle has bored into under the bark of the tree and goes in there in summertime, spends the winter under there, lays eggs, reproduces, and then emerges at the beginning of the next summer in about mid-July. Then it starts the cycle all over, moves on to the next tree. So you're looking at an infected tree that, if it's not cut down, these beetles in here will fly to other trees in this forest come July. A sure way to tell your tree is infected with mountain pine beetle is to identify the blue stain underneath the bark. So what I'm doing here is I'm using my axe to peel back the bark and look for the blue stain. And if I find blue stain just underneath the bark, I know for sure that this tree has been hit by a mountain pine beetle. Right here, you see this blue stain? The normal color of the inner bark is this white right here, and this blue right here is a sign that the beetle has already gotten in this tree. Mountain pine beetle is a native part of the ecosystem here, and a healthy, vigorous tree can have a defense against the beetle, and that is by producing a lot of sap. This beetle that you see right here, as it was trying to bore into this tree, got flooded out by a bunch of sap, and the beetle is stuck here on the outside. It did not successfully penetrate the inner bark of this tree. Okay, that's it for segment 2 on mountain pine beetle. We'll see you next time on segment 3 called Eliminating Mountain Pine Beetle.